Good morning, 8th September 21. Digital currencies versus banks. Disruption 104. It's very obvious that the advantage of the banks is that we can track any transfer. The disadvantage, the cost. The disadvantage of the digital currencies, we cannot track every transfer. And if I made a mistake because one number I was confused or something, then I cannot get the money back. Whilst with bank I can. So if my fee is 2%, I have a huge problem because I can go bankrupt if I'm not focused. And this is a big problem in shipping. Now, second of all, the advantage of digital currencies is that the transfer cost is zero. So we have these two key elements of one currency digital regarding the banks. Now, what are we in Candina doing now? We are trying to explain to the banks that they have a huge advantage because if I can follow the transfer app of this seafarer, of this supplier in shipping, then I can obviously verify that it has been paid and whatever problem there is in the contract, then I can pull back. Now, this contract situation of digital currencies is not very clear, whether Ethereum, Cardano, and so we can get out of the contract because if we leave a computer to make this decision, then sometimes it's very objective or is it subjective. But a computer cannot make this kind of decisions sometimes. So then the real area of disruption here is, are the banks going to really compete against digital currencies? Well, they have a huge advantage. Let's say that if I put $1,600 in Philippines, 1,600 to the LOT, then it is a transfer of, let's say, $30. Bank here, bank there, $30 total. Now, imagine that this digital transfer is zero, but I cannot get the money back should there have been any problems, whatever. Then, would the banks lower the fees 90%, let's say, from $30 to $3? Or would it be enough for me to pay, let's say, 30%, 25%, which would be approx 7.5 US dollars? Well, 7.5 US dollars, if I get paid in Philippines $1,600, it's quite okay for me to follow up should there have been any problem in the transfer, because if you transfer that money to me and then you make a mistake in the transfer, digital currency, I won't get the money. You won't send it to me, then I won't get the data. So I won't be happy. Both sides not happy. So it's a huge cost to solving this. Therefore, instead of $30, would I accept to have a 25% bank fees? I believe if all world banks accepted today, 8th of September, to disrupt these digital currencies, the huge competitive advantage they have is that they can track that, of course, you are paying me my wage. If I am a seafarer or I am a crew management company or a supplier, but also I get paid. I can track my transfer because I can tell my family, hey, here you have the monies, so you can pay the school, the books of the kids, everything, the rent, the mortgage, everything, heat, food, everything. That's why I'm working very hard so that the family has the money. And if that is the case, then of course I'd rather even myself pay these $7. This is not the situation because the seafarer is not supposed to pay this transfer cost, but should it be the case, then I would be happy to pay that, because if there was any kind of mistake, I could track the money. Now, from the other side of the table, if I am the employer of the seafarer, I'd rather also pay $7 because I can track the transfer, and should there be any issue, whatever issue, then I can get the money back, pay the difference, whatever, and follow up. If it's not arrived I can check, hey, why has the money not arrived? And the bank will give me a reply. Now, it's very important that banks really get their act together and disrupt these digital currencies, because we rather work with banks. We can follow up all the transfers and we can get the money back. And in the digital currencies, that's not possible, and that's no, from my point of view. Although, of course, $30 is very expensive. You have to get your act together. You have to do some swimming, some walking, and just lower 75% your fees. Thank you very much, World Banks. We appreciate your cooperation so that you can survive. Take care, Disruption 104. Bye.